Well, more money is headed to teachers in Knox County trying to give kids a better education, hoping to keep teachers in the profession longer. The county is working on incentives, and our Aaron Rogers joins me live in studio this morning. Aaron, you took a deeper dive into this budget.
Exactly, looking to see just how much the county is working to help out teachers. Now, Knox County Schools passed their budget this week, with 67% of it headed to teachers' salaries and their wages. Now, overall, the budget's just over $700 million. And that's 3.1% higher than last year's. And part of the reason for that increase is Tennessee's Paycheck Protection Act. Governor Lee signed it into law back in 2023. Now, it mandates a minimum of $50,000 salary for all teachers in the state. That's starting in the 2026 to 27 school year. Now, to do that, KCS has a salary increase in this budget as well as the 2027 fiscal year's budget. Educators say that this increase may actually help to keep teachers in the classrooms for longer.
Where people come in, they do teach for 2 or 3 years, and then they get out of the field. And that really, by the time they're learning their craft and learning how to be a teacher, they're leaving the field. And that hurts kids, and that hurts progress for children.
Now, last year, the district says it invested $44 million in staff salaries just to bring that staff up to a competitive wage. Now, J.C. Bowman, who you just heard from, says that while keeping teachers in the classroom is necessary, it's also important to look at administrators, faculty. One example was having an easy stream of information about a child and their education experience from one teacher to the next throughout their school years, having faculty long enough to be able to really get to know kids that are in their classrooms. Now, this budget will go into effect over this summer.
Yeah, Aaron, this is really important. I'm really impressed by this. Honestly, it's so important for teachers to have that increase, to see that. My mom was a teacher, and they do a lot more than just teach, too.
Yeah,
they have a really big impact on these students. And you had a long conversation, I know, yesterday. You learned a lot of new information. What else do you have to share that's new for us?
Definitely, I think school supplies was a big thing that we were talking about. And when I talked to J.C. Bowman, he was surprised that only 4.5% of that budget was going to materials, but the bulk of that was going to utilities, school, like the school gas and electric. So very small percentage of that was actually going to school supplies for the teachers that they tend to pay for out of pocket. So that was definitely interesting, and we're definitely, he said, taking steps in the right direction, and that's what was important, but also wanted people to keep in mind that those school supplies are important.
Did he say that they were doing anything to help teachers get more school supplies?
In the budget there is allocated money for school supplies for teachers. So that is something that he was saying that is a step in the right direction. So some good news there for sure.
They are very expensive. I know a lot of teachers do Amazon Classrooms, Amazon wish list to help with that. So something to maybe look out for as we head into next school year. But Aaron Rogers, thank you.